Good morning. Today on Business Success in Six with Stacie, I have Larry and Kimmy from Gigi's Cupcakes on the call with me today. Thank you for jumping on.
Absolutely. We're
Hi,
happy to be
thank
here.
you.
I'm really excited to ask you all about your sweet surprises. If you're okay, I'm going to ask you 6 questions about your business. Do you want to do that?
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Thank you. And I might ask a couple other side questions along the way just to make you uncomfortable and unprepared, but no, I'm kidding. But we're going to rock and roll. So when people ask you what Gigi's Cupcakes does, how do you describe it?
Yeah, so we swirl little bits of joy. So we are focused on quality and uniqueness in our product. We make all sorts of things that you can make in a bakery, but our focus is primarily on cupcakes, party cakes, and wedding cakes. And so we do customizations for all those different things, but we also change our menu regularly in order to make sure that we have a variety of different flavors available to people at any given point in time. And so we just try to help spread a little bit of joy with one sweet treat at a time.
And we like to cater to the whole community. So we do offer nutless cupcakes, vegan cupcakes, gluten-friendly cupcakes with specializations. Gluten-friendly is available in shop too.
That's really, really important to know because we do have such a large gluten-free population. So thank you for sharing all of that. So what were your plans when you started your business? I know we talked a little bit before about that December of 2019 situation. What was your plan and how has it changed through that time?
Yeah, so we the original plan was for us to kind of get our feet wet in the world of business. We hadn't really owned a business previously. And so we just kind of wanted to get introduced to it. We thought, taking over a business from somebody else would be a really great way to go. And then COVID hit, and it was a crazy crash course in how to be able to adapt and modify our strategies. Uh,
Mhm.
Read a lot, learn a lot about other people's strategies and what they were doing, and just come up with some creative solutions to things. So, we came up with things like the DIY kits, and you could send your friend a survival cake, or we connected with other businesses in the area in order to be able to deliver cupcakes to all their employees at home who are struggling with not being able to go out, not being able to socialize, and things like that. And so we had to learn to adapt really quickly, and so we definitely got our business introduction with that COVID hit right away.
And I'll mention too that it was a bit of a baptism of fire of how do we connect with our consumer now. So we really had to ramp up our social media usage. And we also started something really fun called virtual cake auctions,
Yeah.
where we support a nonprofit every month with the proceeds from the cake. And then our bakers get to design their own cakes, and we do a little cake auction on Facebook on one Saturday a month.
Yeah.
That is so cool, so unique. And actually, the next question that I ask is, what is the biggest way you impact the community? So obviously, that's one right there. Did you want to share a little bit more about how you impact the community?
Yeah, so we try to find ways to be able to give back. So, for instance, if we have leftover cupcakes at the end of the day, we're donating them to areas, to nonprofit organizations in the area. We bring them to hospitals. We bring them to. We've done the Battered Women's Shelter. We've done Ronald McDonald House. So we try to find different places that we can donate them, where they'll be enjoyed and appreciated, and people are having a little bit of a rough time and could use a little bit of happiness brought to them.
A lot of hospitals and clinics, especially during the height of
Yeah,
COVID. And I know
Mhm.
they're appreciative of getting a cupcake when they're dressed head to toe in their full gear.
yeah.
Absolutely. And, I did want to add to this. When we talk about community, you're in multiple communities. Would you like to share the different communities that you're in and how you're impacting them?
Yeah, so we're here in Madison, right over by Hilldale Mall, across from the Apple Store there, and so in addition to the donations that we do for cupcakes that we have left over, we also do like the cake auction and other fundraiser type activities. So we've done several of those where we basically we donate the cupcakes and then they sell them at their events and things like that. And so that lets us get out into the community and kind of see what's going on, and also be able to give back for a lot of the people who need help. We've been in the Milwaukee location, so we're in Wauwatosa and Oak Creek over there in Milwaukee, and we've been there for the past year. And so we've been starting to get similar kinds of programs going on there. We did a program last year with a parks group where they're basically focused on trying to refurbish the parks and get them all cleaned up and make sure that there's good ecology going on there and support going on there for those systems. And so right now we're actually trying to focus on the Milwaukee locations and how we can get involved a little bit more and how we can, give back to the community.
And our Oak Creek location is actually located on Town Square of Oak Creek. So we get to participate in all of the big events that they have on the Town Square, and they're really ramping that up this year. So like all the farmers markets and they do like dog days and different things. So there's a lot of opportunity for us to like be directly with the constituents of Oak Creek too.
Yeah. If you're over in Oak Creek, they've got a lights show that's starting up this weekend.
Right.
So,
Oh
stop
my
by.
gosh, it's so cool.
Yeah, they've got free hot cocoa. You can get some hot cocoa and a cupcake and just enjoy the lights and that right now. So
That is wonderful. So moving on, what is one challenge that you have faced? I know we talked a little bit about COVID, but a challenge that you have faced that other business owners could learn from?
So I think one of the biggest challenges that we faced was when we expanded out into Milwaukee. And so we were not really expecting, we got a manager who's absolutely fantastic and we loved her and we started with that. And I would say that that's absolutely crucial for anybody who's looking to be able to expand and move into a further distance away. I was expecting that I would be able to get out there on a regular basis. It's only an hour 15 minutes away. So I was expecting to be able to get out there on a regular basis, but I found that a lot of the stuff that you end up needing to take care of is stuff that can be done remotely, and so it ends up being so much more work that you weren't expecting right off the bat that you don't end up getting out there as much as you want. So if you're expecting to get out there, let's say once a week or once a month or however long you're looking to get out there for, make sure that you're scheduling that and blocking out that time and really making sure that you have an agenda and a schedule for yourself as to what you want to accomplish on that trip, and try to focus in all of those things that need to be done in person into that time frame. And that really helped me. We really struggled this past year with getting out there as often as we want. And so kind of putting that into a more regimented schedule and really isolating out the things I want to accomplish as a part of those trips has been really helpful.
And I add a few items too, if that's okay. Weddings got really hard hit in COVID times too. And that's a pretty big part of our business. Cupcakes and tiered cakes are something that we specialize in for weddings. So everybody in the wedding industry had to sort of pivot of like, can we do boxed cupcakes instead of displayed cupcakes, so everyone feels a little bit more safe about it. A lot of venues started hosting micro weddings where it was easy for us to tag on some cupcakes. We tried to network more and get more involved in the wedding community too, so that we can all be kind of in the know and helping support each other with that too. And I think we're finally seeing that recovery happen as well. So I also switched cake tastings from in-store to virtual too, and that's actually worked out so well that I don't think we're going to go back to in-store cake tastings.
Yeah.
Interesting. Can you, those are all really good, that's great advice. Can you just expand a little bit more on what a virtual cake tasting is? 'Cause I'm curious about that.
You just have to imagine what it tastes like.
So they get 2 free cupcakes. They put in the order with me. I have them set at the store. So they'll go to the store, pick up the 2 cupcakes, enjoy them on their own time. They don't have to sit eating in front of me. And then after they've enjoyed the cupcakes, then we'll hop on a video chat together and go through all the logistical planning.
Very interesting. Yeah, and that really does change your business a lot of ways for both the consumer and the owner. So great points. So what does the future look like to you both? And do you have an exit plan?
So yeah, that's a good question. So right now we're just focused on trying to build up the business in Milwaukee and getting more involved in the communities over in Milwaukee. So for the next year or two, we're really trying to figure out how do we build that up, how do we get involved over there. We want to do a lot more events. So we do Taste of Madison over here in Madison each year. We also do some smaller events with our food truck around the city. And so we want to try and start doing that over in Milwaukee. The previous owners had not done anything along those lines, and we really feel that that's a good, way to get involved in the community, a good way to kind of get the pulse of what's going on, what people like and don't like, as well as to, sell some cupcakes.
And
Absolutely.
social media is another strategy I really want to work on more so this year too. I found with 3 locations to manage with separate accounts, that's been really challenging. So I'm trying to create more of a calendar I can stick to.
Mhm. Definitely. Yeah, we often talk about with our clients making sure you have that default calendar, and like you talked about earlier, the default calendar getting over to Milwaukee, or doing those social media posts, or campaigns, dripping those campaigns in a way that it's really strategic and beneficial. So that's a really great note. All subjects open. What inspires you both most?
Well, I like being able to actually have something at the end of the day that you've made that's this beautiful creation. It's one of the reasons why I kind of got tired of working at my previous job, and I didn't really enjoy it anymore. It was software development, and it doesn't really feel like you have anything at the end of the day. Whereas, there's a lot of creativity that you can have with a cake, with cupcakes, and it allows you to be able to let out that creativity and really embrace it and have that product at the end of the day and have that pride when people stop by and go, oh, look at those, they're so pretty. And so I really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
For me, I would say trying to do the unexpected and not necessarily do that line of life that we're all sort of taught, like go to college, get a 9-to-5 job, have a family, all that stuff. Like there are pieces of that we've incorporated, but now we do have a daughter and we want to show her that she's not constrained in what she wants to do with her life. So, and that comes with failures too, and trying to pivot and make failures into successes, or at least learning points too. And that's a big takeaway as a small business owner.
Yeah, that's very, very inspiring. And we often learn from our mistakes and our failures quicker than we do from some of the successes that are like, oh, yay. So that's
Right.
all of that's very inspiring. Thank you so much for your time today. Now, if somebody wants to visit one of your locations, what's the best way for them to get in touch with the businesses?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you go to gigiscupcakesusa.com,
Mhm.
our locations is listed on there. You can get all of our phone contact information. You can get all of our email information. You can also just go ahead and order online there if you wanted to. So we offer delivery from the website, as well as just going ahead and ordering yourself, and then you can come in and pick up in the shop. Any of those are perfectly welcome. And we always love a good old fashioned phone call too. So if you want to give us a call, we'll take your order on over the phone, or help you out with any particular customizations that you're looking for, any particular business to business type of stuff. Really popular right now for the holidays is what we have, jingle boxes, which are cupcakes that are dressed up like little Christmas trees and reindeer, claws, and they're really adorable. And so a lot of businesses in the area will give them out to their clients or to their employees as kind of a nice little Christmas treat.
And then we're also on social media. So we have individual Facebook and Instagrams for each location. If you type Gigi's Cupcakes plus the location, and we have one TikTok, which is Gigi's Cupcakes Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that will be super exciting to actually follow the TikTok as well. So thank you both so much for your time. Congratulations on 3 businesses now and your daughter. And had the pleasure of seeing your puppy Rhea. So you've got a lot of great things to be thankful for. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Stacie.
Appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. Have a good day.
You as well. Bye.
Bye.